Welcome to a very special episode of Trash Taste. And yes, we're in the virtual world because we have a very special guest today. It's finally Ironmouse!
Yes!
Finally! We did it! We are filming this episode in mocap, in virtual, so we can move.
So
and move
as you can probably tell from just clicking on this video, we look a little bit different.
Yeah, we do look a little bit
No,
different.
we look exactly the same. What are you talking about?
Joey, how look,
Don't touch my fat head.
let me
No,
yeah,
stop.
touch tips for me, man.
No, stop.
High five me. High five me.
Okay,
High five me.
high five.
Connor, stop flipping through the table.
Yo, let me in on this. Okay, sorry. Back to my seat.
So yeah, obviously you guys know the trash taste policy, technically speaking, even though we never really decided upon it, is the guest needs to be there in actuality. But we thought, you know what, we'll make an exception for Mouse because you guys have been asking for her to come onto the show, and here she is in all of her glory.
Oh
There you
my
go.
god. We did it, bros! We
We
did
did
it!
it. We did it, guys. We did it.
I want to know, since you're such good friends with Connor, what is his worst take?
Whoa.
What is the take that Connor
We're getting into this
has
already.
said? Yes, I'm going straight into it with this one.
All right.
What is the take that keeps
All
you
of
up at
them.
night? All of them.
What's the
All
one
of
that
them,
stands out
all
though?
of them. The one that stands out the most, that
Yeah.
we fought on the most? Man, we fight a lot though, so I don't know.
God, how do I pick just one take?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how do I pick just one? It's just everything he says is wrong. There's the food poisoning thing, there's the cleaning his toilet with his hands thing. Tuna on pizza.
When did you say that?
I like tuna on pizza.
What?
You don't know this?
It's
No, when have
fucking
you mentioned
disgusting,
this?
Connor, you need to stop this.
I think you've seen me eat it. When we went to...
I think I would remember seeing you eat tuna on pizza, Connor.
He was literally sitting next to me. You were sitting next to me.
Where were we? Where were we? Tell me where we were. Tell me
we
where
were
we
in
were.
Switzerland, and we got like the worst pizza I'd ever had in my life.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Switzerland.
yeah, yeah, I
And I got
remember
a
that.
tuna pizza.
Yeah,
but then I
yeah,
tried
yeah.
to like fold the pizza to take a bite, and it was like trying to fold like the Rosetta Stone. It was like so brittle. It like didn't fold. So I was like, and it was tuna on pizza. And I was sitting right next to you eating.
This must be so traumatic that I've just like blanked it out from my memory.
What?
It's just like PTSD from you know?
I was literally
Yeah,
sitting next to him.
all he does is eat tuna on pizza. He orders it all the time, and
do.
we'll be streaming. He's
Do
like,
you
I'm gonna order a
actually?
pizza, and
Yes.
I'm like,
No.
What?
No.
Why are you
No.
laughing at
It's
me?
pretty diabolical.
No, that
Why? It's good.
I mean,
Have you actually
it's
had it?
disgusting.
I had it with you in Switzerland.
I don't think you had the tuna.
Yeah, I had a
pizza.
slice.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, it was fine.
Well, that also pizza that sucked. That pizza sucked.
Yeah, it was like it was barely a pizza. It was like cardboard.
We got it in the back.
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
we got
Okay,
the
let's
image back
see
there.
this.
See, it's called Altono. Look at this thing. It looks amazing. Why wouldn't you want it? Because then the tuna gets baked slightly. Mouse, you'll like this, really. I mean,
It
have a
didn't.
look.
It didn't look like that in Switzerland.
What?
It didn't look this good.
Wait,
No.
I don't know.
Look at this.
No,
I just
I'm
feel like
on your
everything-
side,
that-
Mouse.
No, that one actually looks fire.
Yeah, because
Thank you, Lawrence.
no, Mouse, because it gets baked slightly, so then it kind of becomes. It's not wet like
Yeah.
it normally would be. It's really nice,
It's like a
dry,
baked tuna.
and it works with the
No.
tomato.
Right.
What do you mean? No, you haven't tried it. Have you tried it? You haven't tried it, so I want to hear it.
No, I haven't tried it, and I won't.
It's just-
Some things just don't need to be tried. So how did you actually get started in VTubing? Because I don't think I've ever heard that story before.
A long time ago, once upon a time. I started VTubing because I was, lonely. I think like most of us can like agree that we
Yeah,
started
that's why I
doing stuff
started.
because we were like, I just want to make friends online. I'm lonely and I have no friends.
Yep.
But I saw Q's in the eye and I was like, oh man, I wish I could do that because I really wanted to stream, but I had like horrible anxiety because I didn't want people to see me on camera.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick in real life and I'm like attached to like medical devices and stuff. So I was like, man, I just really don't wanna. I don't want to be on stream and have somebody like every 5 minutes come in like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What's wrong with you? You look like fucking
I
cyborg.
don't think
blah,
they would
blah,
ask
blah."
that.
No, they wouldn't ask. They would just call me horrible names and make me feel like shit.
No, they wouldn't.
Oh,
I mean,
What? Are you
internet.
serious?
No, the internet do be
People on the
interneting,
internet
bro.
are so nice, though. They're like
I
really
feel like
understanding.
Connor, like, he lives in like delusional land where he thinks that like everybody's
so
nice to women.
Okay. I don't think that because I'm not nice to
Everything's stacked
women.
against me. I'm a woman, I'm disabled, and I'm Latina. Those are 3 horrible things.
Horrible? Is being Latina horrible?
According to the internet, yes.
Okay.
The trifecta.
I think they're lovely things, so whatever.
Yeah.
Because what I want to know is, like, the VTube world has evolved so much. Obviously, in the time you've been doing VTubing, there's so many, like, artists and riggers now and, so many people in the industry. But when you were starting off, how did you go about getting your first avatar made or even entering the VTubing world?
Oh my god. I used like free models for a long time. I would rotate different models because I was just doing it for fun. Like I just wanted to make friends and stuff, and I like for like the first couple of years, like I just had like 5-10 people watching me, 15. I was just like, I just want to hang out and just like talk shit with my friends and just like talk to people online, and that's it. And I could barely stream anyway because at the time I was still like really sick and I wasn't making any money from streaming because it was just like a hobby. So I would only stream like 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, which is, to me, it's like nothing now. But back then it was like, holy shit, I'd stream for 1 hour. I feel like I'm gonna die. But then like after a while, I thought, maybe I should like start taking this seriously. And I had like I barely ever talk about this because it makes me uncomfortable, but I had like people like bullying me and doing some really like fucked up shit to me. So I was like, I think I'm just gonna make my own character and I'm just gonna take this seriously and I'm going to see where this takes me. So I sat down and I did the concept art for Ironmouse, and oh my god, it was so hard finding somebody to make my model because at the time no one shared who made their models. No one would talk about it. There was no crediting the model artist. Everybody would like keep it like hush hush, and I remember asking several VTubers that that I was like, hey, who made your model? They're like, oh, I can't tell you. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. All right.
Right.
That's fine.
I try to be
I
like
had some people
exclusive.
be not so nice to me.
Yeah.
I always hate when
You
people
know?
do that when online when they don't share like how they did something or how they learn it. 'Cause it's like I feel
Yeah,
like
it was just like
so much of our job is built on shared
Community,
information that
collaboration.
already existed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how many YouTube tutorials have you watched that have like helped you out, and then to turn around and be like, no, I don't want to share what I learned. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, you wouldn't be here if it weren't for all the other people who are willing to share
Yeah,
what they
exactly.
learned. So don't be
Exactly.
an ass about it.
Yeah.
So I hate when people do that, and also
yeah,
then
it
you're
was
just not giving people
kind of messed
credit.
up.
Yeah, this sucks.
And because no one was sharing, no one wanted to, so I just started going through the Face Rig Steam workshop, and I started seeing who was making avatars, and I was
Oh.
like, oh, well, here's a model that I've used quite a bit, and I emailed this Japanese person on through Gmail, and I went through like this like translation app, and I was like, okay, I need to make sure that they understand what I'm saying, and I sent them a message, and I'm like, I doubt that they're ever gonna talk to me or they're ever gonna answer me, but let's see. And I sent them a message, and then they answered me back, and they're like, sure, I'll make you a model. I was like,
Oh, wow.
wow, okay.
Damn.
And they did, and that was my first model artist, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. So thank
Aw.
you. Shout out to you. I forgot. I don't know what you're
Shout out to you, random
Hey.
Japanese
Shout out to you,
person.
And things move too fast. It happens.
Yes.
It happens. I guess. So you started doing, and you said you were trying to make it serious. When did you feel like it was like actually becoming a bit more serious? Like, what was there a moment where you were like, oh, I feel like this is like actually a full like a job I can pursue?
Like when I got my first model, like for real.
That
I
was
feel
when it
like
felt
that's
real?
when everything really started. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I had my first stream, and I'm like, oh my god, this is me. It was weird because like when you become a VTuber, there's that moment when you look at yourself in your model and you see yourself, and you're like, holy shit, this is me.
Yeah, that's what I feel right now.
And like you
Yeah.
have like a connection.
It's me
you
for
know?
real.
me.
Oh please.
That's me right here.
Yeah, Connor's never had a VTuber avatar.
No,
ever.
he's never had a
Nah,
VTuber avatar. Never.
No, I don't
No.
have one.
First time.
Doesn't know
Never
what it
in
feels
his
like.
life.
No,
Yeah.
this feels right. I like the full body emotion.
I was there for his VTuber debut.
Oh yeah, I did a VTuber debut.
Yeah, how did you forget?
You did, and I was
did, yeah.
there.
Well, no, because that was like very different because I'd hired 3 different people on Fiverr to do it. And it was,
Oh, I remember this video.
Yeah.
and it was not very good. It's not the best.
No, the final one was good.
Yeah, it was good. I guess just the rigging was not like good.
Yeah, but how many years ago was that?
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, for the time, it was good.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
And also at that time, I didn't know like how much this stuff should cost. So I think I ended up spending like $1,500 on that, which now I think is quite low
Yeah.
for a good model.
Yeah.
But I guess back then that was kind of like, I don't know, that felt like a lot back then. I don't know what the standard was.
I mean, 1,500 is still a lot of money. If you think
You don't
about
want to know how much I spend.
I know you spend like the GDP of like Liechtenstein on your models, but like, how much did you spend on that first model? Do you remember like roughly or like the range?
My first model cost me $1,500, I think.
Oh my god!
So the same as you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same as yours.
Same as you, Connor.
By the way, I got that model. I saved up for a year for that model.
Oh,
Damn. And there
I
you
had
go.
to
Look at you
save.
now.
It took me a year to get that money.
That was an investment,
I was like,
though.
I could finally pay to get
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Aw.
I
mean,
was
that's-
just like, I can't believe I'm spending this on that. Like, I was like, I can't tell my mom this. She's gonna kill me. Because at the time, you know,
So you spent 1,500 on
I'm
what?
I'm a sick girl, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm like struggling like with my meds and stuff, and here I am spending money on a fucking VTuber model, and if my mom were to find out, she'd kill me. And I'm like, oh god. So I was just like, I really hope that like this works out.
Yeah,
And
but your mom eventually found
Here we
out,
are.
right? What did she say?
Oh yeah, when did your mum find out?
when
mean-
did my mom find out? My mom officially found out I was a VTuber when I got my first like Twitch check. And when I got it, I'll never forget because it was the most money I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen that much money in my entire life. And I went to my mom and I was like, I'm paying all the bills.
Hell
yeah.
yes!
So
Making
I
it
was just
rain.
like, yeah.
She probably
Yeah, I
thought
was
you
like,
were
Mom,
like running
don't worry, I
some kind
got
of
you. I got all the
scam.
bills. And then she was like, where did you get this money? And I'm like, I got it on the internet. She was like, what are you doing on the internet? And
You couldn't have said it in any
Yeah.
more of a sus way.
Yes.
I got this money from the internet.
Yes. Strangers
well, the
just
first thing
kept
she thought
sending
was
me
like,
money.
are you
you know?
doing... Well, she thought I was doing like something that she didn't expect me to do.
Oh.
Oh,
Jerry- Jerry got it.
In her mind, she was like, you can't do that. You're sick.
Oh no.
god damn.
Oh damn.
And then I was like, Mom, don't worry. I'm not doing that. I'm VTubing. And she was like, ¿Qué es eso? What is VTubing? ¿Qué es eso? And I'm like, oh, well, I had to try to explain it to her, but she didn't understand what it was. And then the second thing she asked me was, is this legal? Are we going to get in trouble?
So you saved up $1,500 for the first model, and like, did you feel like guilty when you were saving up the whole time? You're like, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I shouldn't be like saving this money for this. Or were you like, I
Yeah.
gotta do this. Like, I need this more than the meds. Like for me.
I felt bad. I did. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Am I an idiot? Like, why? Who gives a shit? You know? I was just like, this could all be over. Like, I could just like not stream ever again. And at the time, I was like going through something, and I think when I was getting that model, like I even had like surgery around that time. I don't remember if it landed around like when I got the model or before, but I just remember like thinking, man, am I dumb? Like,
Yes.
what am I thinking? But I'm glad that I did.
Good.
I mean, best investment of your life.
Yeah,
I'd
legit.
say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's just been a crazy ride since then. I just never expected any of this stuff to ever take off. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think the VTubing world has changed since you started? Because 8 years ago, I mean, in internet terms, it's a very long time.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Ancient God.
It is ancient. Okay.
Ancient.
An entire generation
Wow,
there.
thanks for reminding me I'm old.
You're old.
I'm old. Oh God. It's changed quite a bit. I feel like there's just so much pressure now to do specific stuff, to be a specific way, to have like this incredible polished model, and to just be perfect, and there's just so much pressure on debuting and all this stuff. Like when I started VTubing, I didn't have a debut. I just started streaming, and now everything is like a debut. Everything has to be a big event and all this stuff, and it's like I think that's great, but it's a lot of pressure for somebody who's starting, and it could be very stressful for somebody just like starting out and
Yeah, especially on the
my
tech
God,
side of things as
VTubing's
well.
Evolved.
Yeah, totally.
Oh God, yeah. There's just so many options now. Like I remember back then, it was just face rig, and now we have VTube Studio. But VTube Studio is so robust with like features now, and people make stuff like mods to like put stuff in, and we have like so many options for like 3D. Like you don't have to have like an expensive mocap studio to do 3D VTubing, which is amazing, I think. And it's just, I feel like in some ways it's more affordable and more accessible than ever. But then there's also the expensiveness of it all too. So
I mean, I feel like it's a lot of
'Cause
things.
my
that
models now
can
are
add
not
up,
cheap.
right?
yeah, it's true.
But I do like being in the motion capture. It's fun, dude. I
Yeah.
love walking around. It's kind of
Why don't you do a little
Yeah,
job?
okay.
Go ahead.
I've
Oh
had
my
enough
God.
of sitting down for a bit. I'm gonna stand up for a little bit.
Jesus Christ,
We've
guys.
reached
Oh God, they're jumping around.
we've reached the part of the episode where I'm gonna go on your
They
side
just
now.
want to play with their bodies.
Hey,
What the fuck? Hey, excuse me?
being in mocap is fun.
Guys, this is a podcast.
yeah, we are podcasting, but we can move around.
hello,
So we got
Spotify listeners. You're not seeing any of this right now.
Yeah, Spotify listeners, you should probably hop onto the Trash Taste YouTube channel and check this out with visuals. Otherwise, you're just gonna
Oh my
hear
God,
a
stop!
bunch
That's so
of
cursed.
you're just gonna hear a bunch of grunting and like movements.
What's up? What's up?
By the way, guys, I haven't had a
Stop,
chance
that's
to.
so cursed.
I haven't had a chance to congratulate on your cyclothon this year, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Yay!
You've also achieved quite a lot in recent times. You did hold the subscriber count record for a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, how do
I
we fucking gloss
did.
over that?
Yeah, on Twitch. Wait,
That's-
what was the
was,
total
was
number
that this
you
year
had?
or was that last year?
It was September,
Late last
Okay,
year. yeah.
okay.
but we haven't had mouse answer.
Yes.
This is like a worthy thing to talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Wait, how many subs did you hit
I
overall?
don't even know the last. I don't know the last final number.
Do you know what it was around?
It was
we
like
can look it up.
around
326,000.
Oh my god! I
God
don't think
damn.
that much. 313,000.
No.
Yeah, 313,000 it says. On September the 30th.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, it was
crazy.
326. 326.
326, yeah.
Oh my
326.
lord, that's insane.
Far out.
Yeah. That was like a surreal moment in my life.
It did feel like the Avengers, watching all the people on Twitch trying to help you get there. Like
Yeah.
every streamer was like, "Let's do it."
I just couldn't believe what was happening, and I was crying the whole time. I didn't understand why this was happening, but I'm very grateful, and my community is very kind to me. And you know, it was a surreal thing, and I'll remember it forever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it was really cool to see. I mean, I just remember when you finished doing that subathon. I don't know why. I just always remember you singing, like I think Frank Sinatra, and I was just playing Satisfactory, and I'm just playing this. I'm like building my I'm like refining my aluminium farm while listening to Mouse like cry and sing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm just like,
Oh my
keep
god!
building them.
I ended my stream, and we were supposed to play more Satisfactory, and I had like a mental breakdown on stream, emotional breakdown on stream, and I just started like bawling, and he's like, "You need to calm down."
That makes it sound so much cold.
Yeah.
Than I
I'm
want.
trying to optimize
Can you,
here.
I'm
build
trying
here.
to optimize here. Would you
There's
mind
this
stop your crying?
There's this manifold right now
There is
that
a
I'm trying
manifold.
to figure out.
This
And you're
manifold is
crying?
going to fix itself.
There was a nuclear power plant, and I was trying to keep it running. It's a serious endeavor, okay?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
fucking
help
awesome.
it. I've been live for days. I think I was live for like 40-something days.
Yeah, I was like, you should just take a moment, go and chill out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
take
totally.
5, like, go and breathe.
Yeah.
Because I think, people, sometimes it's so tough because people get obviously so attached, especially because you've been live for like 30 days
Mhm.
or more than that, and nearly, I think. And like, I think people, they want to help when they hear people crying, or especially on stream and stuff, because they feel so connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I always feel like, okay, you know, if you're just kind of going through it, you just need to be able to do that alone and not have to show that sometimes people.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm like, all right, you should go and take a moment, compose yourself, come back, because you know, you don't want people to feel like worry about you, right?
Yeah.
And there's no reason to.
Because what is it like being live for just that many days in a row?
I
Because
think I'm mentally ill.
So true. So I could have told you that actually. You know what?
I just
I
feel
could've said
like
that.
no sane person would want to do that, but it's like I had a great time. It's the most, and when I do subathons, it's the most fun I have because I really like being live and I like spending time with chat and I like just sharing my life with people.
yeah,
But you don't have any privacy and you don't have a moment to breathe and you don't, because you know, I don't know how other people do their subathons. There's some people that like pause and they step away from the computer, or they'll take a break for the day, or they'll end and come back the next day. But I go straight through and I stay in front of the computer the whole time. Like I don't leave. I am here from day one to the end, to the last day. I sleep on camera. I do everything on camera. Like I do not move from my area. So it's like I just have no time to myself.
yeah.
And that time I didn't have any time to like process everything that happened. So I was just like
Yeah, right.
you know, I think like when my subathon ended, I was like depressed for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
Oh,
I think
I was
think-
really
yeah.
sad.
I think I get that a little bit after cycling too, because I'm like, oh no, I don't have to go live, but like
Yeah.
I'm like so used to going live, so I'm like, all right, this is
just becomes part of your routine.
yeah, you kind of get used to
It's
it.
like
Yeah, it's your
Stockholm syndrome
routine.
for your chat.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
exactly, yeah.
you're like,
You get into it, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh no, I don't have to go live. Like, I mean, you're kind of like, oh, that's nice, but at the same time, you're like, what now? Like, what now?
you're like, damn,
Yeah.
it's so quiet.
yeah, yeah.
I can just sit here in silence.
But then I go and like eat some good food, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm so back.
Fair.
yeah, because I
Well, good
was,
for you. I can't necessarily do that.
Well, yeah, you eat
Yeah.
Cheerios. What are you talking about? Why are you lying, huh?
Yeah, but I can't go out to like a restaurant and be like, I'm just living my life. You know?
Did you ever have a moment, Mouse, which is like you've been live for like 40 plus days, where you just wanted to be like, I could just end it now. I could just stop it right now. You know, where you just felt you had zero
Like enough is enough.
streamer social energy left, but you
Right.
just felt the pressure to need to continue.
Yep. It was the day that my channel got deleted.
What?
My YouTube channel got
Oh
suspended.
yeah,
Oh
During my
yeah, I
subathon.
remember that.
it was someone trying to like
Yeah, and
take it
I
down
just
maliciously,
felt
right?
like, yeah, I felt like the whole world was crashing down on me, and I was just like, what? I was like, why am I remember I called you crying, Connor. I remember, and I
yeah, I
was
think
like,
so,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't know what to do. Everything's going to shit, and I don't know what to do, and I should just end myself a thought.
I was like, nah, it's
and
good.
it was just like,
I was like, that's all good.
nah, it's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, because I feel like my first time when I had like YouTube problems, I was freaking out. So I was like, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know. But then I just kind of realized if you make a stink on Twitter, stuff gets fixed.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I have no doubt in my mind your channel will be back up in like a couple of days.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yep. And
'Cause-
it was all fine in the
Because
end.
if you have a
Yeah.
Dick Soto article about it, you know, everyone can have an opinion.
But it happened so fast. It was just like it just got hit like and it was gone the same day. Like they didn't even give
yeah.
me a warning or anything.
Well, yeah,
I was just like,
so
what the fuck?
when people try to take down your channel maliciously, they'll just issue like 3 strikes to just try and destroy you, basically. But normally YouTube will fix it.
Yeah,
It does suck, obviously, but I mean, it does get fixed.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue when the reach gets so wide and you start hitting an audience outside of the bubble that you're kind of like
Oh,
used
yeah.
to as
Yeah,
well.
sure.
Because, you know.
Oh. Oh, I know all about that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's happened to me multiple times.
yeah, because I remember, you know, with your subathon, 90% of like everything I saw was like fully like positive and fully amazing for everything you were doing. And then there was like
Yeah.
Oh, that's
sometimes
because you weren't on TikTok.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
filthy.
No, I don't have a TikTok, so that's probably why.
Well, that's why I
It
mean,
was
that's why I made a
so
video
bad.
about it.
Well,
Yeah.
Connor saw.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I ended up
that's
making the
why you
video.
made a video.
Yeah.
Because I was like shocked because I'd never seen like. So, and I think like it mostly started when you won the Game Awards Content Creator of the Year over. I think.
Yeah, it was just like constant. It was just like constant hate since winning Creator of the Year at the Video Game Awards.
Like everyone on
and then
TikTok
it's
would like
been-
see it and be like so angry.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, and people always get
Yeah.
annoyed at award shows. That's inevitable.
Yeah.
That happens because people have their favorite and they want them. But like this was like really unusual because it kind of like persisted past that. And anytime anyone saw you, they were just like really mean. And and to the level of like that was normally reserved for like internet lolcows, like people who were
Right.
like egging it on and like seeking out conflict on the internet. And so I just didn't understand it because I was like, this is like a weird shift in the internet where people feel really like comfortable being horrible to people. And when did this start happening? Because I felt like when we were content creators, like when we started, you couldn't just do that. You couldn't just be mean to no one.
No. It was like a cycle. First, you could be as mean as you fucking wanted.
Yes, true. Yeah.
And then everyone learned etiquette. And
people would tell their audience, stop.
And people would tell their
Don't do
audience,
that.
hey, there's an etiquette. These are real people.
Don't be an
And
ass.
then now we've entered the modern era where we've gone back,
Yeah, we
maybe
have gone
even
back, yeah.
worse,
Yeah.
where we can be as mean as, as mean as people want them to be.
I got a T-pose I broke again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it is weird, right? Because it's like
The way you do that is such a power move. It's like, hold on, guys, I got a T-pose. Just
And he's doing it behind me each
Well, let me
time.
grab-
Meanwhile, we're
grab-
talking about a very serious topic
grab the
online.
horns.
By the way, Connor's just T-posing in the background.
yeah, no, it is weird. It's like because
We've
back
gone
in
kind of
like
like full circle.
yeah,
I
it's
think.
like early 2000s. Back in like the Newgrounds days, it's like if the internet really was just like the Wild West where you could say and do practically anything with little to no repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel it's like once like social media started to come around that people were like, hang on a second, this might be starting to get tied to real life.
Well,
So-
yeah, it was a lot more like consequential.
yeah, like we can't do and say shit because it's not as anonymous anymore. And now it's like nuclear fallout where it's just like,
Oh yeah, you can
whatever.
Yeah.
say whatever the fuck you want now. It's
Yeah.
like terrible. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I think
We're crazy.
it and the reason why I made the videos, I was just hoping that people would like call out this behavior when they saw it, and I
sure,
think
yeah.
it did help a little bit. I don't know, Mouse. Maybe I don't know. I feel like people were a bit more conscious
I
about
think
it.
it did.
I don't know, but it is just like
think it
behavior
did.
that sucks.
Yeah, I just remember like before the video came out, like I was getting like 20, 30 death threats like a day. It was pretty bad.
God.
And it was everywhere. It was like TikTok. I would get it sent to my to Twitter. I would get it sent on Instagram, and it was just like a bombardment of like hate everywhere. And then like it started bleeding into like my Twitch chat, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, when is this gonna end? And it got to the point where I was just like, man, should I just fuck off and just like stop doing this? Because it's like it felt like it was like cycles. It's like the video game award happened. It was like rah, 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 rah. And then it was like the streamer awards happened, rah, 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 rah. And then I would do an event, rah, 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 rah. And then the subathon happened. It was like rah, 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 rah. It's just like, Jesus, I
Yeah,
can't do anything.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because it feels like it shifted from like before, if people were gonna throw hate online, they normally felt like they needed the reason, whereas now it kind of shifted to like, I'll hate and then I'll figure out the reason why after.
Yeah.
And then, because like when people actually hear about like your what it is you're doing, your story a bit, people are way less likely to hate. But then also at the same time, you shouldn't have to be like, here is my sob story, please don't hate on me, right? For people to just be fucking
Yeah,
respectful.
exactly.
So it's very annoying.
I feel like it's also just gotten to the point now where you just straight up see
Did you just
people.
fart?
No.
Okay.
Can you fart in no cam?
I swear. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
See,
I must be hearing things.
This man's proving
I
my
must be
point.
hearing
This man's
things.
proving my point exactly. Hating with no fucking evidence.
No, I swear I heard a creak or heard something come from your general direction, and I was just
God.
like, did Joey just?
God, trust me. If I farted in mocap, I would tell you.
The fart get picked up. That's the
Fart will get picked up. You'll see the green cloud behind me. Now, I was gonna say, like, I swear, like, nowadays when you go onto social media, especially on like, fucking echo chambers like Twitter
Yeah.
and TikTok, it's like you just straight up see people who are like, I don't know who you are, but I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, I'm
True.
sorry that you hate me, even though you don't know who
Just
I
like
am.
if you were to behave like that in real life, it'd be such a sad existence.
Yeah,
just going around and be like, I hate you. It's like I literally work at Taco Bell. What do you like? What do you? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, people run their mouth as if they've never been punched in the face. In their life, you know?
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, it's
That's
gone to the point where
crazy.
people be hating for like, I don't know, some of the reasons, like just Mouse winning an award.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Who
now
cares, man? Who
now no one
cares?
wants to win an award because it just gets more eyes on you.
Yeah,
you
totally.
know? And
It's just so overblown.
I can breathe and just piss people off at this point. Like, I think for the streamer awards, remember that I did the performance? Do you remember like that person that like they posted a video of them like being so pissed they like broke their fucking TV?
Yeah,
What?
it's very sad. Yeah.
I didn't see
They were like,
this.
what the fuck is this anime girl? It's gone very like weird. Like there's been a like obviously as we all know like a massive resurgence in like masculinity and like toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like whenever they see like an anime girl, they're like, what the fuck is that? I'm not a pussy. I don't want to watch this shit. Or like it's just ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
like okay. I know you spoke about it a bit on your channel on other podcasts too, but you were trained to be an opera singer, and actually you've told me this too, and I don't think I think I've heard like the full story of
Yeah,
like,
how did that
what
happen?
all that entailed.
The
So I mean, how did
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Because I've heard pieces of this story, but never like the full timeline. If you would be kind enough to
yeah,
run us through it.
well, I always, but when I was a kid, this is gonna sound so. I watched The Fifth Element, and I saw the blue
Oh,
aliens.
the
from
opera
The
scene?
Fifth
Such
the
a
opera
sick
is so
scene.
sick.
Yeah.
I love that
Oh.
Yeah, and like I was just entranced, and I just remember thinking, man, I want to be that blue alien so much. And I just fell in love with like opera from that moment, from being a kid, and it was just like all downhill from there. It was all that I could think about. Like I remember like friends of mine, like they were like, yeah, I want to be a pop star and I want to do this. I'm like, I want to be an opera diva and I want to do like opera tours and all this stuff. And I had like these big dreams of opera and for it. And unfortunately, you know, I had to drop out of school because of my illness, and it did not work out for me. But I found singing again. I actually I ended up like losing my voice for like a year.
Oh.
And I couldn't sing, and I thought that I wasn't going to be able to sing again. But then my voice came back, and I slowly started streaming. And then one day somebody on stream was like, hey, can you sing a song on stream? And I was like, in front of people in years. I was just like, oh my god, I don't know. And I did it, and I was like, holy shit, I can still sing, kind of. Now it's like I feel like my dreams kind of came true because I'm kind of doing what I always want to do, which is sing and record music. And I'm not the opera star that I want, but I'm just doing it in a different way, I guess.
Yeah, the monkey's paw curls. That's my paw.
Yeah.
My hand's broken though right now. So
Well, now that you've said that, Mouse, you have to, in your next karaoke stream, you have to do a cover of that fucking Fifth Element song.
Oh, I've sung it on stream before.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
heard
I
this
used
on
to be
stream.
a tour soprano. Unfortunately, after like getting sick a lot, like I suffered a lot of vocal damage, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel don't have the same power that I did before, but like I could still kind of hit it.
I mean,
A
you know,
little bit.
as someone who is definitely not an opera singer, just hearing that, I'm just like, that sounds really fucking difficult.
How
to
the
do.
hell can you do that?
Yeah, how the hell does a human produce that voice? So even getting close to that is pretty impressive.
I was telling my chat, like, man, there was just so many things that I wanted to do that I never got to do, like rollerblading, skateboarding. I wanted to do martial arts. My mom didn't let me because she
I
said
wanted
it was
to do
for
martial
boys.
arts too.
I wanted to do gymnastics. She didn't let me because she said it was for boys. I wanted to do figure
What?
skating.
Girls-
She didn't let
girls
me
do
because she said I was going to
gymnastics.
kill myself.
I think she was just probably gatekeeping everything from you.
Yeah, I think so.
I think she was just like that gymnastics. Nah,
Gymnastics is
like famously for both.
yeah, absolutely,
Pretty.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would
God.
argue all of those things famously for both.
Dude,
Yeah.
I even had a guy in a mall come up to me and be like, oh my god, you'd be perfect for gymnastics. You have the perfect body. And now as an adult, I'm like, holy shit, that was kind of weird. But like when I was really, wow.
Your body is insane.
Dude, who was there? Who got caught texting and said that?
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine. Holy fuck.
Holy fuck, your body is incredible.
this is perfect for gymnastics.
Wait, it was just a random dude who said that and then just left?
Yeah, he was like a gymnastics coach, and he was like in the mall, and he was like, "Wow, your body's incredible. You would make a perfect gymnast." And of course, rightfully so. My mom is like,
Get away
fucking
from my
creep,
daughter."
get away. But I was like, Mom, I could be a gymnast. She's like, are you crazy? That guy was gonna do something bad.
I mean,
You know what? Your mom was probably right.
Paternal instincts right there.
Your mom
How
was
old were
spitting.
you at the time?
I was a child.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I think your mom.
I think I was like maybe 7 or 8.
Okay,
around
the
there.
I
heck,
think
yeah.
your mom made the right
your
move.
mom had the right call. That guy was never a gymnastics teacher, actually.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
just a guy at the mall. Oh my
I think I
god.
was like 7 or 8, if I recall correctly.
Jesus.
Man,
I did gymnastics in school.
You did
You
gymnastics
did?
at school?
I was in the gymnastics club.
Damn.
I just had weird upper body strength as a kid because I was just climbing
shit.
trees all the time.
I can't imagine you doing gymnastics.
Yeah, I did the fucking jumping on the thing and doing all that stuff.
Oh,
is
the,
that why
what
when
the
you've
fuck's
done trampoline stuff, you do your flips so well?
Yeah, because I would just launch myself. I was
Oh.
I didn't learn a sense of danger until I really hurt myself. I was super
Okay.
comfortable just fucking yeah, I'll fucking run to the wall. Yeah, I'll fucking jump off a cliff. Let's do it.
Just imagine you with a sense of elegance in your movements.
I don't know if it's elegant. It was just, I think it was just wild, reckless, neglect for my body. And I would be like, you want to jump that? All right. Send it.
All right, sick.
I'll send it.
I just wanted to have strong legs. I wanted to crush a watermelon between my thighs.
Okay. Might have to dial it down to a grape, I think, for you right
What
now.
do you mean dial it down to a grape? I could be strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Don't
All right,
destroy my dreams.
Shit. Okay. Back up.
I'm gonna wait for the not ending stream until I crush a watermelon. It's just mouse for 3 days.
I think that would be you'd break the sub record if you did that as a sub goal.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
500,000 subs.
500,000 subs.
Crush a watermelon between my thighs.
It's a really big. Actually, no, I was gonna say small watermelon, but actually they're harder to break because they're not ripe.
Yeah,
The big ones will be easier.
Yeah. You can get more grip
There's
on
more
it.
surface area as well.
Okay. Man, I would ask you the VTuber question, but I already know that it's gonna be a no.
You can ask. I'll still say no.
No, I'm not gonna ask if you're gonna say no.
What's the VTuber question?
Oh, because I love turning people into VTubers. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I know. I remember during the charity stream, you were trying to fucking persuade me for 3 hours. To be a
I
VTuber.
honestly would love to, but goddamn, like you said, the barrier of entry now is just
Yeah.
very intimidating.
It feels like too much resources and money to spend on a one-off thing.
yeah, but
Yeah, but I feel like people would love to watch you become one Garnt. You want to know why?
okay, sell
Because
me on
you
it.
know somebody named Heem Hajim.
I know. And I do know someone called Heem Hajim, and every time I see them go live, and they don't have to, they just plop out of bed, gremlin style, and just turn on the PC. I'm like, God, I wish that was me. God, I wish I could do that.
Yeah,
That
we
could
have to
be
look
you.
presentable.
What do
We
you
have
mean?
to look
That's exactly
presentable.
what I do.
That is also what I do, by the way.
Joey, you look great in gremlin mode though. My hair, my hair doesn't look this perfect. Every time, man. When I wake up, I have the worst fucking bed hair of all time.
I wish
And
my
if I
hair was
don't,
good.
if I don't do my hair,
Yeah.
then I have the hentai protagonist hair, or
Dude.
the mob hair.
Do you know how hyped that shit would be if we saw that on stream?
I just can't. I can't. The one time I remember, the one time I took a picture without doing my hair. It was after a fucking 14-hour flight.
Yeah.
A fan caught me outside of the airport. I was like, okay, it's just a random fan, whatever. I'll take this picture. Gets posted on Reddit within 5 hours,
Oh
and
my
then it's the top voted post of that week.
I remember that
Oh,
photo.
And I'm like, okay.
I look like shit. Why do you do this to me?
Yeah.
I remember that photo. I was like, who is that man?
Oh,
The
man.
mob psycho
They
hair.
did
The
you
mob
dirty.
psycho
They
hair.
did you
Yeah.
dirty. Yeah, it's pretty up there somewhere. Moon
Yeah.
will put
If
it up
you-
in the edit. It'll be up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not quite. Yeah, I don't think it'll come up your search.
No, it won't come on.
Yeah, okay.
All right, it's on screen.
It's on screen.
I'm reacting.
I
Um,
see
It is on screen right now.
All right. Well then, Mouse, thank you so much for joining us. Then it's been long overdue, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for entertaining us in 3D. I gotta stand up now to make most of the mocap.
Yeah, right. We gotta.
Yes.
Let's do a last minute.
Let's all get in this.
We're getting this camera.
We don't have this much space in the Trash Day studio.
No, you can't go this far back normally. We gotta take a picture.
Take a
picture. Take a picture.
Everybody screenshot right now.
Yeah,
This is the moment.
screenshot.
Woo!
Yay.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.